Hi, everybody. It's the second webinar of 2025. So we're happy that we are able to be consistent here. So good morning, good evening, good afternoon to everybody from different time zones. So today we are going to talk about something very interesting, and so this has been over in a year. We have been talking about this optimization and high OVs and all these things extensively. So I'm very happy to be talking again with more data points, in fact. So basically, so this is a very interesting topic for most of the brands and any business owners for that matter, and especially for e-commerce and the people who run the ads. So this is something very interesting for them, like how to get more high OV purchases, how do I find those kind of people, all of that, right? So today we'll see what we are doing wrong and what we are doing it right. Okay, so maximize high OV purchases. I'm going to tell you how to get that by training the meta algorithm with 1P data ops. Going to the slides. Now, the one liner for this entire the next 20 minutes or 15 minutes, how I'm going to talk about. So, the one liner of the entire 20 minutes is go beyond the basic conversions API and you should be getting there. So, that's the one liner for the entire 15 minutes that you're going to spend with me right now. So, I'll tell you why. Quickly tell you two scenarios which most of you should will agree with me. One kind of in a scenario was when we talk to a lot of e-commerce and marketers, right, generally. So when we talk about the challenges and problems, how they wanted to tackle it, what are the problem statements, like one of it where they get purchasers of value 3000, I mean $300, but they acquire the customer itself for 250, 270, all of that. So here profit is only $30, and that's clearly not something people who run the ads want. So that was a problem, and that's when we're talking and we were like, okay, how do we do, like, sure, I want more people to buy $500 product, so that it will be at least the profit margin would be like 50% for me. So that's where that's the ideation starts there. Number two, one of the other thing that I wanted to talk about was optimization and targeting again. So this particular customer had three category products. One, so they sell for kids, they sell for adults, they sell for elderly. So these are three kind of an ICP that they sell for. And the problem was, I am only my whatever ad that I set up, whatever campaign that I set it up, how much ever detailed targeting I do, whatever exclusion inclusion that I do, the ad account itself is optimized for elderly, but I'm not able to scale or sell more of my kids and adults product. So this was a second problem statement. Now what more meta wants to find the right person, let it be finding the right ICP, like in a kid product buyer or a high OV. What does meta actually want more? When you ask me what actually meta wants more, it's the data. Now that I think most of us agree, Meta or like the AAC campaigns or the PMAX campaigns, everything is an automation driven, it's an AI driven tools, AI driven algorithms. So it all primarily works on the data points. So let's imagine like a huge a very huge Excel sheet, like in a layman terms, like I am not a data scientist as well, so I wouldn't be able to talk in very technical. So you assume many people who are watching this should be a layman like me. So let's assume this AI mod algorithm, the Meta's AI machine learning or G ads, everything. It's the algorithm model is like a huge Excel sheet which has multiple n number of columns. Let's call each column as in a feature, and the rows could be the ICPs, the users probably. Now what happens is every time when you are going to send in a data piece of a user, they are going to add multiple columns, multiple features for that. So by the feature, they try to patternize a group from it. So this is a kind of a group who has this behavior, this kind of a group is capable of doing this behavior. This group, they try to pull the patterns based on the multiple data points we send to the ad algorithm. Now, the problem is, what why I say this in a boring purchase event is because even you want high OV purchases, what you do is you may change the creatives of your high value products, and you may write creatives, you may do the detailed targeting of people who is in love with expensive goods and products, etc., etc. But the underlying problem is, you train the algorithm, you choose a conversion goal, you choose a conversion goal as a purchase event. Now there is no definition for the purchase event. If even if the people who is going to buy a $5 or $50 per product is all categorized into purchase event, so the conversion goal that we choose should have a linear distribution of value. Here it has 5, 10, 15, 20, 100, 150, 200, everything is there. So we are not cohesively training the algorithm. When you see this video, it says the campaign should have the ad formats, the conversion goal, the creatives, everything matters for a campaign to work cohesively for you. The creatives doesn't just matter. Even the data point that you're going to send is important for Meta to identify, okay, this is a type of a person you're trying to identify. Now when I say the data point, it means okay, fine, then you figure out your high OV purchase, and you group them, and you send, instead of sending the purchase event, you optimize a campaign for high OV purchase based on the business. Similarly for the category, right? So if you want to scale for more for kids, you cohesively you build a category based purchase event. Like whenever a kids purchase event happens, you group that event and try to optimize a campaign for that. Now the two ICPs are different. People who buy kids product should be, the kid is definitely not going to buy, so the kids parents, so the kids product should range, the age group should be, the age group should be between 5 to 10. The product usage will be 5 to 10. The parents would be what, 30 to 40 age or something, 25 to 45 probably. Now elderly age is above 60. Now there is a definition between the ICPs. Now Meta needs to know who should I go sell the kids product and who should I go sell the elderly product. So that's the definition we are trying to train the algorithm here. But why are we not able to do that? Because the brands in the marketers are being controlled, and not controlled, probably limited with the basic conversions API here. So most of you must be into Shopify, and Shopify would be powering your pixel in Facebook, the data. So what is the data that you get is page view content, ATC, initial checkout, purchase event probably. So the basic e-commerce events is what you're receiving from Shopify on Meta. But that is a very Shopify, I mean, I'm not picking on Shopify, but all those platforms, right? It's in a web developer, it's a website builder, and it's very great in the website builder thing. But when it comes to running ads and everything, you need advanced meta copy there. You want advanced conversions API to do all these experiments. So that's a difference. So we use the website builders for building the websites, and when it comes to data, we have to do experiments, and that's when we need advanced CAPI, so that we can do train the algorithm the way it needs to be trained for. Coming to the one more fact, this, and again Meta's documentation, right? So Meta says, you train me with the value, not with just with the quantity. You maximize the value of conversions is a very huge data point for Meta algorithm to actually find more people that will that is directly proportional to your incremental growth and your ROAS. So this is an example that's given, right? You sell, you spend $9 to acquire a person who is buying $9 to acquire a person who is going to buy a product for $10. The incremental growth or the ROAS is 11%. When you're going to increase the spend like 12 and then you get $50, the growth is 300% plus. So this is the difference that we are seeing when we're actually trying to scale more. This is a difference in the longer run in terms of incremental growth that we're going to see. So this is what Meta itself says. Now how do we do it, and how to, like, I think this was clear, right? So far, you train the algorithm of what you want. You want more high OVs, you train Meta for that. You want more people to buy your shoes, then you train the algorithm with shoe purchase. So that's how that's how we actually train the algorithm with. Now how do we do is simple, right? So we using 1PD ops, custom labs 1PD ops. Now I'm going to plug in. So using basically a first party data, you can segregate, you can bifurcate your data the way that you want it, right? So you can do high, mid, low, however you want. You can segment those data, and whenever you do that, you're not only sending just the email ID and value, you're going to unify the profile with the entire behavior. It includes a pixel ID, it includes a click IDs and everything together, and I'm going to send it to Meta. So when I'm going to send it to Meta, my even match quality is going to be about 9, 9.3, which is the highest quality which you get on Meta. So which means when the higher the even match quality, the better the Facebook would be able to find out, okay, this person has did this action, okay, now I had to find people similar to this. So that's the importance of this EMQ. Similarly, for category as well, if you wanted to do shoe purchase or of those kind of category based optimization, you can also bifurcate the data based on that. You can do a lot of bifurcations like new customer, repeat customer, category, AOVs. You think and you should be able to do it. So this is how you create these custom conversion events. Now you can start optimizing the campaign for this custom conversion events, and you can also build reports within Meta itself without having to buy another analytics tool and see what is happening where. Now you can break it down into campaign level and ad set level, ad level, and draw the entire columns with all your conversion events. Now you will know which campaign is getting you more high OVs, mid OVs, low OVs, etc., etc. So in this particular screenshot, when you see the 3.92 is the evergreen campaign for this particular brand, where they've been optimized a campaign for the high OV purchase. So that's a purchase that gets more for high OVs for them. That's particular campaign which is getting them more high OV orders. So two things, right? Based on this custom conversion events, you can do two things. One is you can optimize a campaign and get more of those orders. That's number one. Number two is you can have an extensive measurement of what is working and what is not working. So this is a feedback that you have to go talk to the brands, or you can do it inside Meta itself. That's a better way. Or else you will have to break your head on GA4, you have to break your head on Shopify, you have to maybe purchase another tool to know based on the UTMs which is working, which is not working, etc. So if you're able to do it within the Meta, that's what more would you need to know which is working and which is not. So this is about holistically about the high OV purchases and all of that. So limited time, right? So we can do a lot of things based on the 1P data, and even the Google recently released a playbook on how to use the 1P data activation in your campaigns and how to scale better, how to do the campaigns even more efficiently, a lot more. The previous the webinar of ours was pretty much based on that. And so there's, when coming to these things, a lot of strategies that you can work around, a lot of experiments that you can work around, which is actually going to be the future. So it's never too late, and whenever you think you wanted to talk more, hey, this is my brand and I want to do this, what do you think? If that is something interests you, definitely we should chat. So all your questions related to the webinar, outside the webinar, or you wanted to just have in a chat, please feel to do. There's a link in the description. You can log into a community. There's a lot of fellow marketers like you guys in the community, and we are also there to help, support, to engage, to talk, to discuss everything. So find the link in the description and post all your questions there, and we'll be extremely happy to to answer them. And you think that you wanted to have in a quick call. Hey, this is my brand, this is the thing, this is the thing, what do you think? So we love those calls. So looking forward to hear from you. So this in a second video of the year from the 1PD Ops Club, which is for the 3% performance marketers who is actually moving towards the change. And put all your questions in the link that you find in the description, and let's talk more in the community, and see you again with another topic next week. So thank you, bye bye.